Is stream back? Wait for the stream delay before you respond, Spud. I was asking chat. You may have to refresh the page.
Seek fluid intake.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Yes, reduce the number of things you have it open in, please. Okay. Also, I'll just need to beacon this, and then I forgot to bring food, so I need to go and get that. Because I'm running out of hydration. I'm just going to double check some spelling. Now that I don't think this was the problem, I'm more comfortable reopening Firefox. It'll need to do its usual thing. I really should close some of these. I counted 60 windows. Or used my iPad, which is sitting right next to me. But, of course, I didn't think, did I? Then again, I've never had a problem running Firefox, OBS, and Subnautica at the same time before. And we know it wasn't the problem this time, because the problem seems to have been fixed. Yes, please let us know promptly. Yep, that's the spelling. Yeah, that's our usual excuse. We blame the sharks.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Shai Hulud, it's the technical term for the sandworms in Dune. I think it's Arabic ? Hang on. Yes, we have. 1 second. Spud, try speaking.
Speaking words.
And stream's got you.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
I knew I was forgetting something important. You should now be able to hear the potato.
Yes.
Okay. Crimson Curly, good to meet you. I am Stalking Horse. This is my colleague, Confused Potato.
Indecisive Spud.
Etc.
The two are interchangeable.
Vital signs stabilizing.
But yes, welcome.
Yeah.
And thanks for helping out with the stream. Well, stream thing. We're sorry about being, Australians using Australian internet. Unfortunately, we cannot fix that. Because, as you know, as you probably guessed, we live in Australia.
Yeah, there's only so much we can do, I'm afraid. So, everyone, the moral of today's stream is always turn your VPN on.
Yes. So, the VPN is more stable when it's, streaming. Great, just great.
I had that completely backwards. I mean, 50-50 here. You just have to take
Stop rolling away!
You just have to take a guess.
Yeah. Ah, there's more than one route onto this kind of iceworm plateau. Good to know. Yep. No, who thinks we're going to get attacked?
Seeing if I can... I'm just going to walk out and see what happens. Because I've got a beacon on the base. There it is.
Yep. Avi's going, I love the fact that in the prawns that we don't have to get out to explore.
Yeah.
We got enough silver already and...
Don't have any silver at this base, do I?
True.
And copper is useful everywhere.
Yeah. Hey.
There
Whoa.
it is. Hello.
Yep.
I don't think the prawn suit is telling it to go away. I think the prawn suit may in fact be making it angry.
Huh. Well, given that the Snow Fox also apparently made it angry, out of the two, I would like to be inside the prawn suit. If only for the simple reason of one of these can take a hit. The other thought was, if we want to do something for a while in a certain place, we're gonna have to deploy a thumper.
Yep, that's what they're for, I think. Nearly crashed into my own solar panel. I'm a professional. Outpost
Press
Shai
X to down.
Outpost Shai Hulud welcomes careful drivers. Oh, there's more valuable things to put in you.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Is there a specific phobia in Dune of that sphere of sandworms?
I have no idea. I'm not a Dune expert.
Ah.
I had to Google what they call the sandworms, for crying out loud.
My thought was,
Ooh, ion cubes nearby.
huh. Okay, I'm thinking just click it, even if we aren't going to get it, just for the... Huh?
No, I'm just thinking, because if there's ion cubes nearby... Ion cube may mean alien. Because look, there's two next to each other right there, which means that might be a sign of alien stuff. And alien stuff is helpful.
Yeah.
That's not a great view. That's a decent view. Won't get great views here. We're in a mine, but
What are you gonna put in there?
no idea.
Why'd you build it then?
Because I can.
Okay. Witness the person who doesn't care that much about aesthetics sort of blink their eyelids wetly.
I'm not even doing this for the aesthetics. I'm not sure why I'm doing it. Perhaps I just have the same innate desire of all wizards that if you leave them alone long enough, they want to build a tower.
Ah, yes. Perfectly understandable. Because my brain is going, ah yes, the innate desire of all wizards to tower. My next thought was also, along the lines of, well, the innate desire of all wizards to tower, yes. I just remind me of, you know, Minecraft, where it's like, my thought was, the ultimate base is the best base is one that's partially buried, or mostly buried.
We can't do buried in this game. Oh, that you can put a hatch on at ground level. Stupid. Hang on. Thinking. What am I having? Nothing. Okay.
Look, if you need more titanium, I'm pretty sure there's a vein down there.
I've emptied out the vein down there.
All of it? I thought there were 2.
Yeah. I emptied that out.
Oh, okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So, what's your plan now?
I'll let you know in a second. I'm getting a lot of Discord messages. Never mind, nothing relevant.
Okay.
What? Wrong button. My fingers had drifted one key to the right while I was looking at Discord. So when I tried to walk forwards, I accidentally ejected myself from prawn soup.
Right. Hey, quartz.
Yay. I could set the scanner room to scan for quartz, couldn't I?
Yeah. So, given that it's set to ion cubes, we could, you know, attempt to make an expedition out there.
Well, just go get the ion cubes and then come back and fix the base. Not impossible.
And then come back to fix the base.
Yeah, I think that's a cave.
Yep. Wait, hang on.
Ooh, alien stuff this way.
Yep, and we might want to stand out of the way of the giant angry worm.
I think the giant angry worm is out there right now.
Okay.
Pengling research with ion cubes behind it. I knew there was a reason I brought this thing.
So given that it's located near ice worms, I think we might want to get a thumper before we do that.
Ice worms don't seem to come into the twisty narrow passages. They only seem to get in the big areas. Otherwise it would be attacking me right now.
Okay then.
Oh, there's even a steam vent.
Nice. Magnetite. We always need more of that, and there's quartz as well, which we also need more of.
Yep.
Inventory full.
It can only carry 4 things.
Yeah.
Until next mission. Ready and waiting.
Huh.
Interesting. Doesn't seem to be a way through to the other ion cubes from this side. Let's see if I can
Yeah.
find another side.
Yep.
Agent offline.
Oh, hey,
The other side.
food water tree out there.
Hmm?
There was a food water tree out there, and you're getting halfway low on water,
Ah,
so.
yeah, you're right.
Oh,
There's a ledge. Good to know. In the meantime... Oh, yes.
oh!
Oh, I am happy.
I love how we both had the exact same reaction.
Yep.
I'm thinking, rule this one, dude.
How many can we get out of it?
Yep.
2.
I'm just thinking, at this point, we probably have enough to actually start quantum lockering stuff.
Yep. How many ion cubes did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We'll probably get the other 2 if we eat the final plant.
Also, I don't know how variable quantity is for veins in this
True.
game. What? Done it again. Button. Pushed E when I meant to push W. Keep doing that tonight.
see how far along we've gotten.
Ow. Okay, I had 1, 2, 3, 4.
9
5,
that
6,
time, I
7,
think.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can always drop something. I can say.
You can always hurt yourself and then use the health pack.
That is true.
And failing that, well, we got a beacon we can just put down here, if necessary.
Yeah.
Also, I wouldn't recommend hurting yourself, you know, with Ice Worm. I'm pretty sure there's other ways of doing it.
Yeah, gravity was how I was thinking.
Yeah. Just one more. We don't know if the... Wait, iron cubes probably don't really spawn, but I think this is a good haul. Let's head back to base before we lose it.
Yep, I was thinking exactly the same thing. Base is this way. Terrain took a moment to spawn in there.
Yep.
Well, because that was the underlayer that the worm travels through in the game code.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not dropping the cubes off here, I don't think. Well, because
I need to deposit cubes.
we've got so many cubes, we want that back at main base.
Hang on, I want to try something.
Yeah.
No, you cannot use ion cubes directly. Because they have a power rating, you just can't plug them straight in.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay.
Yep.
Technically, I didn't even really need to stop here. I could have just taken the haul back to Central.
Yeah.
Back to Outpost Hammond and stored it all in the new alien locker.
Yep. So your inventory's full of stuff you won't put in there right now.
Hmm. Yeah.
Do you want to grab the 2 corals? And maybe switch out the Rebeaver for the cold mask?
Yeah. Got the 2 corals, and I can temporarily store the Sea Glide while I do this.
Also, Dang it, I had another thought. It was the idea of we could, you know, also bring the torch along for, you know, recycling, but actually,
I've already got a torch to recycle.
True.
What I should do is I need more batteries because I've got a new battery charger. That's what I did not do.
Yep. Could, you know, always shove the torch one in there because we're cycling up battery in there because we're recycling it anyway.
True. Oh, but then we can't recycle it if it's not complete.
Ah, okay. They patched that out, or whatever.
Oh no, it only works
Okay.
with that one piece of equipment because there's a battery, because it spawns in with a battery, but there isn't a battery in the required components.
Ah, okay, right.
For the flashlight, there's a battery component.
Right. The other thought was, if we don't have enough room to bring everything, we can get around it by, you know, just compressing a few things. We have a constructor there.
Well, ion cubes just became a very, very affordable commodity.
Yep.
And, ooh, that's an interesting thought. This means
What?
that not only can I effectively have every outpost equipped with a constructor and a quantum locker, I can also have every outpost equipped with a recycler.
Ooh! Your inventory is completely full. Why did you do that?
I don't know, because I had it in my brain I needed titanium. And I forgot to account for, you know, maths. I still don't know where the kyanite is in this game.
Probably down there with, you know, all the scary things.
You'll have to be more specific.
You know, somewhere in the trenches, you know, where we don't want to go. Because that would make sense.
Yes, it would. Although now that I can actually reliably power alien stuff, perhaps visiting some more of these alien sites with the little green icon on would be good, because I've got the ion cubes
Yeah,
to build
weren't there
stuff.
several of them that were like shallower water areas?
Yeah, just further afield. So, and why am I coming
Yeah.
back like this? I took the sea truck. I left my sea truck at Outpost Frostbite.
Yes.
Behold, your expert. Dude, where's my sea truck?
Well, you see,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
we drove it on a nice scenic tour. It's still on the tour. Don't worry, he'll be back eventually.
I also have a bunch more silver, but I have room to just dump it in the locker right now.
Yep, we have 2 more magnetite, which it's one of those things where it's like, you either have too much of it or not
never
enough.
Yep. Alien locker is about to be full.
Yes.
I was going to recycle torch. Should I just keep it for now? Because potentially useful.
True. That's why I was thinking of bringing the other one, so you have 2 with you.
Well,
when
I've got
you
one
recycle,
there,
so that way
and I've got one for water and one for land at this point, which also works.
I guess.
And I'm still annoyed that Twitch won't let me put the music on.
And look at it. All the cubes.
Infinite cubes.
Unlimited power!
I was hoping someone would take that. Alien. Yep. Now, what are the ingredients for a... Oh wait, you build it through this thing, don't you? Deployable quantum locker. 2 titanium, an advanced wiring kit, and an ion cube.
Yep.
Now, I wonder, does building a quantum locker mean that you effectively have 1 locker's worth of storage which you can then build more quantum lockers to access anywhere? Or does it mean that your storage is 1 locker per quantum locker and they can all transfer?
I don't know.
But I'm curious.
You're not the only one.
So let's build 2 and find out. So we need...
Yeah, besides, if we could pick them up, you know... Yep.
How do you mark beacons as not things you don't know about? Because I do know about these. They just don't go away. Anyway, we're going to look at
And
those
turns out
in a
my
minute.
moderation computer has had its Wi-Fi basically conked out for the last couple of... I have no idea how long.
Well, that's fine.
In the last 15-20 minutes, which is irritating.
Advanced wiring kit.
Yep, and Frost has just finished the line art for the ice worm.
I saw that. Thank you, Frost. That's great to know. Copper wire and gold, along with... Oh, table coral. We're short on table coral.
Yep, we might have to make an expedition for that.
Well, I'll tell the scanner room to start looking while I build other things.
Table coral is one of the few things we actually have to get out of the prawn suit to get. I think.
Yeah, you can't harvest it in a prawn suit because you need to knife it. Oh, right, and also, where's the battery charger? I need one. Okay, so let's start with the wiring kits. Oh no, how costly. And let's check electrical. What do we already have? Gold and copper wire we can do.
Yep.
2 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Copper. One computer chip for one advanced wiring kit, but we need a second. Which means we need 2 table coral, and all the table coral is over there. Okay.
Alright.
Also, I think you're
I was
right
about to ask if we were taking the sea glide. They might have thought, you know, this is, you know, do you think he saw us territory? Let's take the big, you know, box. Not
Yeah.
boxer, you know.
Let's take the robot.
Yeah.
Also, before I forget, no table coral at all that way. Yeah, I'm going to need a prawn suit.
Yep.
And the knife.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Because out there's not just do you think he saw us territory, it's Squid Shark Land.
Yep. Right, the temple is located, you know, halfway up the thing because it's ripped off the ground.
I can jump and I have a sea glide. Okay, I see no sharks. Even if one does come along, I have the med kit for that. That's 2, but I'm going to collect some while I'm here.
Yep.
Maybe fill the prawn suit inventory as well.
Maybe.
So that I don't wind up having to do this again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I don't think it's unfair to say that diving through this mess of squid sharks, fishing for coral, sucks.
Fair.
Come on. Wish the game wouldn't do this. Spawn objects halfway through a frickin' wall. Ooh. Ooh.
We know what those are. Have we
I think
scanned
that's the same thing that kept giving me the interface screw downstairs. Didn't know they were up here. Hello. Hey. Lily paddler. Herbivore. Okay, so they're not dangerous. Unless they feed
Or at
me
least
to a
not
shark.
directly.
Yeah, but they run the risk of feeding me to a shark.
Short and so invulnerable to attack. Long arms for foraging on the ocean floor.
An array of feather-like appendages display varied colours. One threatening Disrupts higher order brain function in certain species. Night. Illuminated plumage looks like a school of small fish, perhaps convincing predators they're not worth the chase. Dangerous and unfamiliar environments, approach with caution. Oh. So, good to know that they're not going to eat me if they hypnotise me. Just, something else might.
Yeah.
Ooh, hello.
Hello.
I've learned that that's the best way to handle most of the wildlife. If it snarls at you and comes chasing after you going rah rah, punch it in the nose. Solves most problems. The coral. This is going to be a recurring problem, isn't it?
Possibly.
I'm not blind, am I? That should be collecting the table coral.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe it's just maybe it'll be worth it to, go all the way back to the other place. We know where table coral is. Oh, that's Squid Shark territory. Maybe avoid that one.
All of this is Squid Shark territory.
No, I meant like the Squid Shark appeared to be patrolling that one directly.
Ah, you meant that's the territory of a specific Squid Shark, not just this is a Squid Shark area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll do for now. Because this is just infuriating. If I want to do any more, I'll have to go somewhere else. Use one of the other bases.
Yep. Where are we headed now?
Outpost Hammond.
Oh, okay. Ah, that explains it. No, it's just all of them were apparently overlapping. Hey, what?
See? Anything comes to bother you, pop it in the nose. Problem solved.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There. Too many beacons. Right. Okay.
Now, locker.
Locker. Deployables. Let's test the quantum locker. That was stupid. Now I don't know if it's one storage or two. Thankfully, I can undo the error.
Hey. Let's just deploy a quantum locker. He will do.
Nope. I think they float, so... Here will do. I don't know what happens if you deploy floating lockers inside. I think the game gets confused.
Ah.
Then again, beacons now have it outside functionality. You know what, I'll give it a try. Worst that can happen is fish start appearing in the base. Yep. Can't drop them in a base.
Yep. Drop by, say, the grow bed. Whoa!
Three, four, five.
Let's put.
I'm gonna put some ports into it.
Yep.
Now we do the testing.
Yes.
Test by going to the other end of the base. Nope, it's just one locker that you can deploy anywhere.
True.
So there's no point in having just a bank of 20 of them and then one in each base. There's only a point in having effectively one in each base, but that is going to mean that we can transport things between bases much more easily.
Yeah, the other thought I had was maybe, that is actually an idea.
Yeah?
4 slots. Could have put in base, but if you're going exploring, you could always, you know, stuff the quantum locker full of, say, water, food, or something similar. Those nuts. And just bring the quantum locker.
Yeah. Assuming we can deploy it on land, which is the next thing to test.
Yes.
Although right now, since I'm
There you
about
go, fine.
to start trying to build things like recyclotrons on every base and so on, the ideal thing to do right now is to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16.
From what we can tell, yeah, the quantum locker is like an ender chest in Minecraft.
Yeah. I wonder what happens if you try and put a quantum locker inside a quantum locker. Nope, that works.
Oh.
I'll put it somewhere easier to access than swimming through that tube. So maybe I'll put the quantum locker over here by the entrance to the prawn suit.
Yep.
Okay. And now... there you go.
Because at this point, I think it's honestly best to just carry your quantum locker around with you.
Possibly. Depends what you load it with.
True. Honestly, you carry around with you because as standard kit, because you can essentially deploy it and then load it with, because it's essentially quadrupling the amount of slots you have. After all, it takes 4 slots and it gives you 16.
True. It is just extra storage space.
Hell, you could easily just use it for, you know, the spare tools you might not need right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, as I say, next thing to test is, does it deploy on land?
Yep.
I can probably test fastest in the life pod,
Yep.
which also now needs a recycle.
Yeah. Also, it's almost 9 o'clock. So,
I am aware.
be a good place to stop.
We only just got the stream working. I thought I just saw quartz.
Yeah, you
I
did.
did just see quartz.
Yep. And honestly, the slideshowiness might not have exactly been good on the head.
That's why I fixed it, isn't it? So that it's not bad anymore.
I think we can go a little longer, I guess, if you really want.
I mean, you can always say no more and stop if you want to. I'm not...
Yeah.
You're under no obligation to keep going, even if I am. I'll just try and avoid triggering any plot without you.
Yeah. Because I'm going to fully admit that the slideshow earlier was sort of constantly verging on, at the solar end, you know, Oh god, I might give myself a headache if I keep going. But yeah. I could go for a little longer now that it's smoother. So, where would you deploy the quantum locker for this race?
Probably in the water,
Well,
but right
the
now
board
I'm testing if it deploys on land. This was just
Okay.
closer than Outpost Frostbite.
Or- Congratulations, Random Island!
Alright, I left it in prawn soup. I stashed it in the prawn soup while I was in transit. That... helps if I don't do that.
Yes.
Whiteout conditions, but hello.
Well,
Do not
don't
pick that
pick up
up.
a pingling.
Yeah, do not pick that up. Learned that lesson the hard way. Oh hey, they do deploy on. Sweet.
Hey. Let's not litter around the pinglings.
No. But if I deploy it here, it's centered, almost aesthetic.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Yeah, my brain's going, yeah, we want to access this thing, you know, pretty much 24/7. Be able to access this 24/7, not where, you know, whenever you can.
Get
Not when
past
the game feels like it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Under the moon pool seems to be a good place to stash these.
Yeah.
I would have to create more computer chips to make more. So the question is, right now, where do I want the second one?
Honestly, if it was me, the answer would always be in your inventory. But that's just me planning to use it for different things to maybe what
I mean,
you are.
right now it's full of ion cubes. What are the ingredients for a recyclotron again? Titanium ingot.
Which you didn't put any into the locker.
No. What is it that we say about the person who starts and hosts the stream is using one of their brain cells to hold the button down?
Yeah. Point.
I'm starting to think that right this second I might be a little stupid. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get the sea truck, park the prawn soup, and offload the quantum locker full of ion cubes. This is not what I need right now. And instead, I am going to put the prawn suit in the sea truck and check out these alien artifact sites. As many as I can reach at the surface anyway. Then,
Okay.
I think I might call it.
Okay. Hey, more core.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That's right, I wanted to offload the locker, which I will put in the other locker.
Didn't you say you were planning on bringing iron cubes to the place? To alien places or not?
We don't necessarily need to bring ion cubes to the alien places. What we really need is to bring whatever tech we can get from the alien places and use ion cubes to build it.
Right.
Because alien places give us technology, like the quantum lockers.
Yep.
All the same, I will bring some ion cubes. Just in case.
Yep.
Oh. That didn't last long. Only the body cache was deep. The others were all far away, but at the surface.
I think we should head to, the center point and see what one's closest.
That one's 1041. That one's 1600. Oh, there's one down there, 650. That one looks a little deeper. Although we know it's under crush depth because 650 is crush depth. So, unless it's pointing straight down. Okay, update. It is now pointing straight down. table coral.
Hey. Okay, maybe we should go up with it first. Then. So we're clearly not navigating these canyons well.
No. I really should remember to look around before I get back in the sea truck, shouldn't I?
Probably.
Okay, any more table coral in the immediate future? No? Okay, good.
Meters, might have to go around this giant thingy.
It's Delta Island. This giant thingy is Delta Island.
Right. The artifact body cache, that's not the one we want.
No. What I want is down there, Q59. Sea truck fragment. But hey, titanium is titanium.
It's titanium. Do we? Might be through a cave system.
That's what I was looking for down there, but you told me not to. You know what?
Problem is, I think I'm looking for a cave system with, you know, all the modules attached is a very unwieldy.
Well, unfortunately, we kind of need them. Any artifacts are on. What about? There's copper. And looks like we might have to access that through copper mining site. Also, I found out.
You know what? That's.
Because there was that twisty cave system on the far side.
You know what? That is a good point. I'm just reminded of the fact that if we have trouble finding resources, go to copper. It's got so many mineable thingies.
Yeah, we've cleared out most of the non-mineable things, but hang on. I started following the wrong beacon because I didn't have the labels up. Oh, right.
Bonk.
Yeah, that. Also, looking up the... I found out that it's not a misprint of Kappa. It's actually an obscure letter from a less used older Greek alphabet.
You...
I wanted to push the button.
Oh. Okay, that's fair. What to boop? Nope, you wouldn't understand that reference. My brain made went to, you want to boop the snoot.
The what?
Exactly. That's... titanium, I think?
Yep. Wrap alarm sure would be nice right about now.
Seek fluid intake.
Oh, right, food. Oh, hey! An entire thing full of ruby. Don't mind if
Yes.
I do. Now we are.
Yep.
Aerogel and synthetic fibers. Are you kidding me? Please tell me
already found.
We've been here. This is the freaking statue.
Of course it is. Let's get out and see whether or not it produces voice lines.
Well, no, because we've been here.
No. I thought, like, see if it produces... The hell?
We've scanned those before, too.
Huh.
Al-An's
I was thinking...
been here.
Oh, right.
We've had the voice lines for this.
Okay. Color it something different, I guess.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
go get food.
Yep.
Oops. Sorry.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Working on it. Get out of here.
The jump jet upgrade is amazing. I remember when we first came down here, we had to stop at every level.
We had the jump jet upgrade.
Huh. Well then, alien artifact, whatever you were thoroughly useless.
Yep. And right now I need to sprint for Outpost Hammond. Sorry. In my defense, it's not my fault if you crash into the truck after I dodge you.
And that's where the copper was.
Yep, water's dangerously though, it's something like 5. Yeah, 5 water. But we're only moving slightly slower than a sea glide, so we should get there. Just in time for me to dash in and scoff an entire mouthful of fevered pepper. No, eat a tree.
Ah yes, as is traditional.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Vital signs stabilizing.
There we go.
Yep. Probably offload the quartz.
And no, you know what? They take much less space if I store them as a computer chip. Really should have positioned the grow bed somewhere safer. Didn't I plant some?
I thought you did as well. You do not want to have to go back down. We can get it later.
Organics, please tell me. Spiral plant clipping. I put it in organics by mistake.
Ross says maybe craft some of the salads, see if we can bring them.
Yeah, see how long they last. Ah. Don't have the plant for the salad here. Have it at the other bases.
Ah. Oh well.
I am good at this. Okay. Right. You know what? You're right about the sheer mass on this thing. I have an idea.
Because the sleeper module doesn't do much.
No. Can I park it? No. Oh, right. No power.
Yep.
Okay. My brain has gone a little sideways. What was I doing?
I have no idea.
Hmm.
I think it's 9:30. It was, I think, maybe visit 1 or 2 more alien sites, if that, and then end or something.
Yeah, alien sites, that was it. Yeah, that's rotating faster now. 600. 600 but deep. Let's go over this one. Let's go around the Leviathan. I recommend going around the Leviathan.
Yep.
Do you think he saw us? Holt's on the way. I have to do a little repair work. That's a wall. Can I repair it from inside? No.
Hang on, stop for a moment. Let's have a look and see where we are relative to. Right. We're going to have to find a cave entrance, aren't we?
Yes, yes, we are. That looks like a down. That's where I just was, but it's the deepest place we can get to right now. Oh, that's just the sea monkey nest.
Even though this is a safe-ish place, we might be able to make do with, you know, using the sea glide.
The trouble is I don't know how to get there, because there was no more cave.
Yeah. Ah. Yeah, because I was thinking, use the sea glide to, when exploring, you know, nearby areas of cave, because that way you're, you know, maneuverable.
Yeah. Ooh. That might be useful. Also quartz. More freaking silver. Okay, silver's droppable now. That's what I'm taking away from this.
Yep. Okay, so not that hole.
Down there. that looks a bit more promising. Nope, that's where I just was.
Nope, hang on, you weren't. Different watercolor. Completely different watercolor. There wasn't an oxygen plant in here anyway either.
Yeah. Oh. Thank you for the silver. Okay, it's still down.
But it's a network now, so...
Hello? So close. Here we go.
This artifact could provide useful information. Processing. I can visualize a location where we may find an important component for my body. The image is hazy, but I am sure it is correct. A stark surface landscape, dangerously cold. Curved spires stretch to the sky.
Hey!
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. Also, we got the blueprints for the ion power cell and ion battery.
Nice.
Is gonna help. What are these used for? No idea.
We might have to search it up on the PDA.
Yeah.
Grab a few anyway.
I already have.
Okay.
I thought I had right now that I didn't want in my inventory, but... Thank you.
Like I said, different cave.
You were right. It looked the same, but it was not.
How do humans cope with the loss of memories?
Like forgetting someone's birthday? I don't know, it just happens.
When you die, some quantity of knowledge is lost forever to the next generation. Isn't that?
I'm warning you, if you call humanity inefficient one more time, I will swim us both into the mouth of a Leviathan.
Is that sarcasm? I am still having trouble differentiating.
How inefficient?
Efficiency aside, does the loss of knowledge not create complications?
Well, on a personal level, losing someone can be traumatic. But it's harder to process the idea of generational knowledge. Humans aren't networked, so we can't even be aware of what we're losing moment by moment. We try to learn from history. Maybe it's not ideal, but it's what we have.
What happens when you no longer have the memories of others to combine with your own?
You make your own memories and interpretations. You have to experience life as an autonomous being. Discover yourself.
That idea is foreign to me.
Also, did we remember to mark off the thing?
saw nothing.
Don't worry, I was trying to refresh my moderation computer anyway.
We're pretty far afield to the south right now. Even more far afield to the east. We're on completely the far eastern corner of the map. I have no idea. This is a completely
Inactive volcano detected nearby.
inactive volcano. Completely new corner of the map. I have no idea if there's a Leviathan out here. Probably.
Right.
There's also an alien artifact icon down here, so... And we've got 650 meters of crush depth. Let's put it to use. Ooh, diamonds!
With this artifact, I am again able to trace the imprint of my people. They survived for a time, but then their presence becomes faint.
Where's the artifact?
Deeper. I've stopped to collect gems.
Don't you have a pile of rubies at home anyway?
I stopped to collect diamonds. The rubies are just nearby. Yeah, there's the alien artifact. Let's get back in the truck.
Yep.
Lithium. Don't know how much lithium I've got. I think I've got a lot, but one extra isn't going to hurt anything. Or, except perhaps the graphics engine. What? You're seeing this too, right?
Yep.
Yep. Leviathan territory.
Leviathan territory.
We just cruise straight past it. Whoops. I accidentally swam us past a Leviathan. That's considerably less than great. Because that means in order to get out again, I have to swim us past a Leviathan.
Anyway, probably should get the scanner out.
Yep. Ground sampler. Programmable robot that collects and analyzes samples of soil and rock. Indicate the presence of equipment closely analysed with human-built lasers and spectrograph analysis equipment. I wonder.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Prawn suit generally is immune to thermal damage. That very much seems like an active volcano, not an inactive volcano. Standing in that looks dangerous. Part of me wants to try it. .44 degrees.
Well.
fine. Okay. Sea truck might need a touch.
Yep.
One suit was fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's play Dodge the Leviathan. But I am going to leave a beacon because there's some things that might be useful here.
Yep.
I have no idea where it is. I hope this works out. There it is. Let's head away. I'm just going to pick a direction that's away and go in it. Looking up and reversing doesn't work in this thing, I forgot.
Looking up and reversing?
I was trying to check where the Leviathan was without stopping moving away from it. Did not go to plan. Shark.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Where are you going? Through here?
Because I'm going to see if I can do more alien stuff. I had a fourth beacon. I think this is where we found the spiral plant.
Yes.
That means that this area has already been picked clean. Also, I found out that there's a shark guarding the exit now, which is fun.
Yep.
Ominous. Artifact recorded cache is over there.
Yeah. And it's 9:50.
Yeah.
The deep bit, okay. While we're here, might as well have some more of that spiral stuff.
We got all of it that was here, remember? I don't know if any's regrown. I've been looking around for it, haven't seen any.
Wait.
Wait, that's
Oh wait, there it is. Yep.
Oh, inventory full. Bomb suit to the rescue. Dropped when I cut it, so the question is where?
I don't know where it floated off to. Because you've just been over the spot where you cut it several times.
Don't
The right.
get me despawned.
What was to the... Not too far. Other side. You went through me through here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. About here was where you cut it.
Well, it's not there now.
Yep.
Well, I can grow more.
Yep.
There's some. Nope. Thank you. Bugger off.
So you headed back home now?
Was going to the last alien site.
See
Hey.
fluid intake.
Subnautica below zero ice worm.
Hey,
Drawing's done.
nice. I'll have a look at it. as soon as I finish getting lost. Water.
Do you think we can put the ice worm into the fan art channel instead of the other art channel?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or okay.
If it's a game we're playing, it's relevant to the fan art section.
Feel free to move it, post it there as well, Frost.
I can't find the water I took down there before, so I'm just going to go straight back, replenish water, and then come out again.
Yeah. By the time you get back. What?
Shark. Yeah, I think this thing's actually tankier than the prawn suit.
Okay. Because yeah, if you want to do the alien artifact search, you're going to be on your own.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
I am. Computer. But yeah, I'll probably leave that till next time then.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Busy, I'm tired enough time. Think I'm just going to sign off now.
I'm not going to be more than another 3 minutes. I'm just going to have something to eat and go back to the other outpost and finish. So.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay. Nice, relaxing cruise. Voodoo, you think he saw us infested waters? And then we park and do the sign off.
Yep.
Sorry for the slightly lower video quality on tonight's stream. I blame the sharks. I'll see if I can get that fixed by the time I stream again. Which, all things going well, important caveat, should be tomorrow. Well, one of us will be streaming tomorrow at any rate. Again.
Welcome aboard,
Things going
Captain.
well. Bit of a whiteout there. Oh, and there's some. Yeah, there's a good view of the penguins. And save. So, I hope you've enjoyed what you could see of tonight's stream. I've certainly enjoyed broadcasting it.
Yeah.
Okay, and let me see if I've got this set up right.
Night Frost.
Before you leave, just want to show this off. Thank you so much for the art. It's brilliant. I like it.
It's nice. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So. This brings us once again to the end of another Roombas of Thought livestream. Thank you for joining us. I've had a pretty good time. Spud has as well, I think, but it's I think Spud's battery is starting to run low.
It ran low. It was running low about an hour ago.
Yeah. Right, which is odd because I thought Cyber was the one who ran on batteries. Cyber/Fancy. I still need to stop calling him that. Anyway, thank you all. Now comes the exciting time when I get to find out if this is up on Twitch as one stream or two. Goodbye, Frost. Thank you to everyone who stopped by to chat. Thank you, Crimson Curly. Thank you. I think it was Dompus who was here earlier, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone who's watched this after the fact on the replay, who's watched the VOD.
Yep.
Yeah, I think all of us Roombas are starting to run a bit low on batteries right now. We all need to go and find the recharge station. So, thank you all one last time. Well, I tried to say one more time and one last time at the... My brain. Okay. For the last time, thank you all. It has been, as I've said multiple times, a pleasure. I'm just running the script on autopilot. I don't know why. I have been Stalking Horse.
I've been Spud.
And this has been a Roombas of Thought livestream. Good night, and see you next time.
Yeah.